Hey, Bazag and Galatrix. I didn't even know you guys were in there. I thought I was connected in my chat, and I wasn't seeing you. Oh, no, I'm still not seeing you because all I see is the last thing I see is Galatrix saying "see you next time." So I am not connected. Let me let me connect somehow. There we go. Here we go. You guys excited? Oh, maybe you're not excited. Fire Emblem is like a long run. Oh. Can't even hear me, can you? Because I don't have the microphone in front of my face. So, hi. I didn't know you guys were there. Fire Emblem is a long-running series from Nintendo. Came out on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, or the Famicom, really, in Japan only. With the emergence of Super Smash Bros., the very first game, the creator of that game was a big Fire Emblem fan, and he insisted on including a character from Fire Emblem called Marth, which actually, his name's actually Mars, but that is the Japanese transliteration of Marth. And he's a playable character in the very first Smash Bros. Game, and everyone said, who is this? Over here in the West, and Britain, and what have you. And that was our first introduction to Fire Emblem, and there became fans of playing as Marth in Smash Brothers, and then people who wanted to play his stories. And so there's had been 4 or 5 Fire Emblem games released only in Japan at that point, at least 2 or 3. And they were suddenly beginning to have a interest in them over here in the West, and they released a couple on the Game Boy Advance. Fire Emblem, actually, I'm not even sure what game it is, but it's just called Fire Emblem from Game Boy Advance, but I know it's not the original, I know it's not the first game in the series. And then the following game, Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones, which is a good game also. They were both for Game Boy Advance. And then the GameCube started with Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which stars Ike as a character, and it had a direct sequel on Wii, I believe, called Path of Radiance, and that was the last of the console games. That they were very much niche titles. People didn't really buy a lot of them. Only diehard Fire Emblem fans of like people who had either imported the games or had played the characters on Smash Brothers, what have you, bothered to buy them. They're actually very hard to find. I actually had to pay a premium to get my hands on the 2 physical copies that I have of the GameCube and Wii games. But that really changed with the 3DS title Fire Emblem Awakening, where they wrote it. The cool thing about the Fire Emblem series is that they bring in a lot of outside companies to work on it, because it's kind of as big as Zelda over in Japan, and a lot of people are willing to work on it. So they bring in a different company that's great at anime cutscenes in 3D. They bring in a different company that's great at music. They bring in a company that's actually specializes in writing stories to make sure they write a plot hole free, amazing story for the series that interweaves all these characters. And there are a lot of characters. You can easily go over 30 characters in a Fire Emblem game. And that all have their own personalities and interactions and what have you. And Fire Emblem Awakening was the game. They wrote it specifically so it wouldn't be a remake of any game, but it would let foreigners, as they would call it, people like us in the West, have an idea of what Fire Emblem is. It's like our introduction to Fire Emblem. I played it. It is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. It's amazing. I started in episode 1 of Let's Play It, and I haven't really gotten back to it because I want to finish Tokyo Mirage Sessions. But then I want to play all the other Fire Emblem games. And they did do a remake of the very first Fire Emblem game that only came out in Japan for us over here in the West, but was on Nintendo DS, and it's called Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, or Dragon, something like that. And I have it on the Wii U Virtual Console, so I can play it and stream it. I plan to do all that. But It's a great game. And what's great about it is not only is the writing fantastic, there's good voice acting, although minimum voice acting, but you can build up character relationships. And in Awakening, at least, I think also its sequel, Fates, you can actually coax characters into liking one another and then have their children. There's a time jump, and you'll see the kids of the characters that you put work into to match up, and their whole new characters and what have you. And it's big, it's deep. And what's another big prominent feature of the Fire Emblem series is permadeath. There's so many characters that when you're fighting and your character dies, he is dead. You do not get him back. You cannot do anything more. If you're building a romance with him and he dies on the battlefield, he's dead. And that was viciously cruel to everyone, I guess. If you're a Fire Emblem fan, you get used to it. But I think in the newer games, they've like Fire Emblem Awakening, they've introduced casual mode that allows you to get that character back at the end of the battle, so he's not permanently dead. But there's a lot of people that love the idea that, permadeath is real. Like you get attached to these characters, you spend effort on them, and all of a sudden, Chrom is dead, and you cannot get him back. Well, actually, Chrom dies because Chrom is the king in Fire Emblem Awakening. If Chrom dies, it's game over. You have to start over. You can't lose Chrom and keep going. But it's a great game. Great game series. I haven't played all of them, so you probably watched me during that going, who is that? I don't know who that is. So many characters from Fire Emblem games. And they cross the ages. They jump through time by millennia over and over again. That they're separated by millennia, which is why I was talking about time travel. I was like, those people do not belong in the same age at all. But I'm pumped about Gaiden. Fire Emblem Gaiden. Gaiden in Japanese means side story. So it was technically the second game in the series, but it was supposed to be Fire Emblem Side Story. I think it came out for the Super Nintendo originally, but it also included a remake of the NES first Fire Emblem game. Very cool. But I'm actually looking forward to it because it allows me with the DS game to not have to rely on ROMs that were incomplete and poorly translated. There do exist ROMs of the original Fire Emblem games that fans have reprogrammed to try to have English so you can read them and play them. They're not very good. They didn't do a very good job at them. They're incomplete in most cases. And so having these updated versions is really having me pumped. And to see, who any of them are. Oh my goodness, Bezak. You need to watch my Fire Emblem Awakening playthrough when I play through them. All right, I need to read what y'all are saying. I've been staring at the camera nonstop. We could have sort of heard you. I need to play ESO on Xbox One. Forehead glint is making you seem semi-invisible. That is the result of my green screen back here and not having it tuned right. I apologize. You need to play ESO on PC and EU Mega Server so I can stalk you. ESO, what is this? What are we talking about when we say ESO? I don't know. Y'all tell me, I'm sure. It's a little bit of a delay when it reaches me. Have looks like his avatar there in the red t-shirt. Elder Scrolls Online. See, I want to play Elder Scrolls Online, though. I just needed... Isn't there a subscription? I don't like subscriptions. Or is it a one-time fee? If it's a one-time fee, I can probably do it. Or is it the opposite, where it's free, but there's a subscription? Anyways, let's watch this Fire Emblem Warriors trailer again. Have you guys ever heard of... what are these games called? Koei Tecmo makes them. They're called Dynasty Warriors. You've heard of the Dynasty Warriors series? Okay, one-time fee. I prefer one-time fee. But Dynasty Warriors is like a beat 'em up game that takes place on a big, large battlefield, and with weakling little characters coming after you, and you get to cut them up with big characters. And they never really took off over here very well on Nintendo systems, at least. But that changed when Nintendo gave them the opportunity to use the Zelda license, and they created Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And that game was amazing. It's like a fan service game. If you love Zelda, you get all these characters from across all these games because there's interdimensional travel and what have you in story. It's really good. I want to do a playthrough of that too. But Fire Emblem Warriors, it fits better to me because it is Fire Emblem as a game is all about battlefields, really, more so than Zelda, which is about dungeon crawling, what have you. So I'm pumped about that, and I want to watch this trailer, see if there's any more to it. Oh, I can't hear. There we go. So that's Falchion, which is what the sword Chrom uses. I don't know these other swords. Like Roy might use a sword and Marth might use a sword. They're different. Yeah, see, it looks so much. I mean, maybe also the Switch, the newer system, but it looks so much better too. Fluid. I can wait that long. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the Fire Emblem series is really more of a tactical. Obviously, you saw it. It's a tactical game where you have one unit and you get to control where they are, and depending on what kind of unit they are, they have, a certain kind of distance they can travel. And sometimes things are like defeat the main boss, but sometimes it's like protect the civilians or protect a certain person. And if you don't, you fail. The scenarios change dramatically, and it's pretty amazing in that sense. Really, real quick, let me show you guys. Let me get to YouTube. And actually, I hate the YouTube, the built-in YouTube. So we're going to go to the internet browser. They have a YouTube app on the Wii U, but it sucks. So we're going to go to... Oh, I was like, who was Hoshio Tsurugi? This is from Fire Emblem, not Fire Emblem, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. We were looking him up to see who he worked for, because he was an asshole. Let's go to YouTube. I'm going to show you guys the opening of Fire Emblem Awakening, because it is, this is all on Nintendo 3DS, but the production value was what blew me away. And I went, what? There's a game that Nintendo put this much effort into and I haven't played it? What? Here we go. Fire Emblem Awakening. We may even have a version of it in 1080p. Opening 1080. Just go. What is all this crap? I don't want the subtitles. Opening movie, that'll work. Fire Emblem Fates. Trying to pick. All right, this is. Oh, that one's in Japanese though. Let's just do that. Here we go. What? Oh, there you go. Advertisement. John Malkovich, who cares? Here you go. I'm gonna shut up. That was a hell of a lot cooler with sound effects. The actual game doesn't have sound effects on it. I watched that, and you also have to remember that I watched that on Nintendo 3DS, which has 3D. So all of that was in 3D. Like, you just gone to a 3D, actually better than like you'd gone to a movie in a 3D theater, because those glasses suck. But when you actually have it without glasses, oh my goodness. Blew my socks off when I first started playing that game. And then I was playing it, and I was going, okay, but what's going on? And as you progress, you appreciate so much the writing. Because Fire Emblem Awakening specifically deals with time travel. It's a fantasy game where time travel is involved. And time travel, as you guys know, being Star Trek fans, is like, oh my god, there's so much room for plot holes to happen and for things to screw up. And there was no plot holes. There was no screw ups. It was, with 40 some odd characters to work with, perfection in storytelling and writing. And it just blew my mind. I was immediately a fan. I want to play them all. But anyways, that was that. I want to vote. Guys, do you remember what the voting was? Fire Emblem, Google.com. Half not speaking faints. Ha. I have not watched Being John Malkovich, although I thought it was weird. I've seen enough of it to know it was like a weird concept. A guy goes inside like a door or something, and he's inside John Malkovich. That's just weird. And it's not like the character that John Malkovich plays. It is literally like the actor. He's inside John Malkovich's head. controlling John Malkovich and making him crazy. That was what the movie was about. And I thought, what? This is insane. Fire Emblem Heroes voting. Here's who you should vote for in Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm kind of interested to see who GameFAQs thinks I should vote for, because I already have an idea who I'm voting for, and Galatrix knows. Picture. I'm not going to click on any damn picture. The real answer is Geb. I don't know, Geb. Alright, we're going to see who the picture is. I gotta do this weird dragging thing to copy it. Paste. Who are we looking at? Amy? Choose this hero. Amy. I have no clue who Amy is. No. We're backing out of this. Voting. Yes, no. This is a Fire Emblem Awake for Heroes is going to allow you to vote for certain characters to be given out for people. Get out of my face. Oh, favorite vote once per day. 1 male, 1 female. The winning pair will be in Fire Emblem Heroes when it launches, and they'll have special outfits to commemorate their victory. Yes! After it ends, Nintendo will continue to offer rewards to voters. The company will release special wallpapers for the 10 most popular pairings throughout the end of 2017. Fire Emblem is due on Android February 2nd. The game will arrive on iOS, quote-unquote, soon. Where is the link? Give me link. Oh, maybe that's it. You need to make these things more clear. Oh, yeah. Choose your legends. All right. God, you want to load any longer? About this site. It would be funny if this website doesn't work on Wii U. That Nintendo had built a website that is incompatible with their console. Come on. This is obviously supposed to finish doing something. If you hear a noise, that's the garage door downstairs. It's not going to load, is it? I'm going to do this on my own, away from you guys. All right. Back to the shop, because I do want to watch with y'all the Switch presentation, which actually, no, I don't know if I want to watch those. Have you guys seen the Switch presentation? Galatrix says he is not a console gamer. He's told me this before. Let's see if this is even. Oh, we can actually select the different trailers and kind of cut through the muck. So that'll be good to do, actually. No, that's the whole damn thing. Let's not do the whole damn thing. So here's the... It's your first console, huh? Wow. I don't have an Xbox One.
Nintendo Switch is a home video game console. You connect it to your television to play games. But what sets it apart is when you want to play away from your TV, you can remove it from the dock, get up, and go.
There you go.
Attach the Joy-Con controllers, and you can play anywhere.
Toilet. Skyrim on toilet. Enough said.
Nintendo Switch is designed to let you play games when and where you want.
Is that it? That was short. I thought they'd show me a little more. It pretty much is, yeah. It does, but doesn't that make it better? The cool thing is it has maybe this will show it. Let's look at this. It has a new advanced rumble feature that would certainly be interesting for an adult toy, if you know what I mean. Let's see this if it shows this.
TV mode. TV mode is for playing games the traditional way on your television.
Yeah.
Tabletop mode.
Yeah.
By propping the Nintendo Switch console up with its stand and detaching the Joy-Con controllers, you can play in tabletop mode. This allows you to share the screen with others, even when you're away from your TV.
Two-player, if you want it to be.
Handheld mode. Attach the Joy-Con to the console, and you can enjoy handheld mode. Take Nintendo Switch with you, and play wherever you go. Or, hand one Joy-Con to a friend, and play games together anywhere you want.
Mario Kart on the go, dude. Full blown.
Battery life will vary by game, but will range from 2.5 hours to more than 6. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild can be played for roughly 3 hours on a single charge.
But you can use battery packs.
You can play while charging the system using the included AC adapter. USB charging and other USB certified portable charging devices will work as well.
So we all have
The screen uses a capacitive touch panel. Nintendo Switch can connect over Wi-Fi for multiplayer gaming. Local multiplayer. Up to 8 consoles can be connected for local wireless multiplayer.
8. Jesus. So the system is actually an evolution of the NVIDIA Shield technology. Nintendo got into a deal with Intel to make the next system because they were impressed by the NVIDIA Shield, that it was a tablet that could run kind of basically PC games. And so this system, even though it's a tablet kind of console, is about as powerful as an Xbox One. But you can pick it up, take it on the go, do all these other things with it, give one controller to a friend, detach it, use a Pro controller, connect 8 of them. It's an evolution of the Wii U, because the Wii U has this gaming tablet, which is kind of fading out of existence. Here you go. There you see it in a little bit. It's the whole idea, but instead of being a console, they put that all into this, and then giving you parts that can detach and you can use kind of as like a Wii remote. And it's just an evolution of all the previous consoles with power that is unrivaled on mobile platforms, which is pumping me up, man. I'm pumped about that. And I want to show y'all trailers for it. We got Mario. Oh, you'll get USB-C though. It's all you have to get is a cable. You'll be good. New Mario game. Mario 64 redefined how 3D games are played. So, kind of important that they come out with a Mario game in this one. I don't have this in high definition, so I apologize if it looks a little bit cruddy. But they've gone back to open world. The previous couple of Mario games like this were not open world games. They're very linear. So this one allows you to kind of do Assassin's Creed Mario kind of thing going on here. But also it's specifically about globetrotting. So you're visiting other lands in the world. And it's not the real world, even though that looked kind of realistic. It's the world of Mario. You can look at the globe, and the globe's continents don't match ours. I'm going to turn on high quality and see if I can do it without it. Oh, no, yeah. Without buffering. Oh, there's a buffer. There you go. Oh, I can't. I don't know why I'm having trouble with it in high quality now. You can kind of see how his cheeks are puffed out. He's holding his breath. Hadn't quite seen that before in other games. They hadn't bothered to put that much detail into the games. Anyways, I'm going to make you guys suffer through the buffering. We'll go back to standard. Bowser's a pimp now, which makes no sense. You can throw his hat now and jump on it as a platform. Mind-boggling. It's so weird because you see this really realistic effects and then you kind of see little cartoon Mario. Rabbit people? Poison? Damn. Super Mario Odyssey. Ah, and his hat's alive.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm looking forward to it, but it's a holiday game. It's coming out holiday 2017. To get out in front of people that want to play with others, Mario Kart 8 was the game that came out in Wii U, but they're updating it. ARMS is cool. It may not appeal to everyone. The breakout game on Wii U was Splatoon. Have you guys ever heard of Splatoon? Mario is dark, jumping on a sentient creature. That's hilarious. I like that now. I'm gonna tell my friends. It didn't sign up for this. You're abusing it. Is it an animal? Is it animal abuse or is it thing abuse? Pimp Bowser, sex slaves, Princess Peach. We don't really want to talk about the size differentiation between the two. That's a little bit strange. Just saying. Splatoon is a shooting game. Third-person shooting game. Deathmatch, what have you. But it's not just deathmatch, it's territory control. Remember the big deal about territory control in Star Trek Online? You get to do territory control because you're spraying paint. And really, depending on the mode, who wins and who loses is determined by who has the most paint sprayed all over the shit. Plus, counting in how many kills you get. And the characters who are kids are an evolution of squids. They can actually transform back and forth between a kid mode and shoot weapons and a squid that swims in ink. It's a strange concept, but this is Nintendo we're talking about. It turned into a phenomenon. It sold huge. It probably single-handedly carried the Wii U through its lifespan. And they're doing Splatoon 2, which looks pretty damn rad. If you like shooters, you need to give Splatoon a try. They do let you accessorize your characters, and that does change their stats and abilities. There's different kinds of weapons. Not just the shooting, but also this roller here where you can just kind of roll over people with paint. This is a new one. The dualies, they call them. That's a sniper rifle. But the dualies here allow you to do some twirling and dodging, which is new. You got some drones painting the floor and inking people. You could always do this kind of hopping on top of people, spawning on them, essentially. And it's chaos. It's sheer chaos. And we got new special weapons. And the funny thing is, if you follow the story, all this takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where humans have all died and squids have evolved into sentient creatures. So this is Nintendo's post-apocalyptic shooting game, if you think about it, which is insane. Splatoon 2, it's so good. The first one's game so good. I'm not that good at it, but it is a good game. Xenoblade Chronicles, I talked to Galatrix about it. Amazing. They're coming out with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Fire Emblem Warrior, we've seen 1-2 Switch is like their gimmick game, kind of like the Wii Sports. Not really all that interesting to watch. Mario Kart 8. Y'all mostly probably seen that before. We're going to watch Breath of the Wild trailer, and then we're done with this stuff. This game is supposed to have an open world larger than Skyrim, Fallout 4, what other Arkham City, any other open world game you can think of combined. What? And we're not totally sure what's happening in the story yet, which makes it even more interesting. Hyrule is not normal, as far as we can tell. Something's happened where everything has kind of been destroyed. It's up to us to figure out what that is. Climbing sheer mountain cliffs. Look at that friggin' bridge.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of the Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
Hello. Whoa. It ate the castle. That's some friggin' action right there. The villages, fully fleshed out.
That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however.
I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing.
Oh.
Here it comes!
Gerudo? Cool Lombardi?
You must save her. My daughter.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Give me a date. Oh, they don't show you the date.
Open your eyes.
Oh, it wasn't done. March 3rd, launch day. That's reason enough to go buy the system on launch day, if you can find one. I pre-ordered mine from Best Buy. It's so good. Oh, man. I can't wait. Can't wait. Anyways, that was fun. I want to do that. What you got? Well, I was saying drama. Oh, let me read what this is saying. I'm talking about me being dead? What's going on? Yeah, it's true. No. Okay, that's true. Let's say, no, I've completed open world game, but no. Never mind. So I have heard someone say online, Galatrix, that it took them, the estimation is about 20 hours to beat Tokyo Mirage Sessions. However, that is going straight through the game. And this other guy who said he tried to complete all the side stories ended up spending 83 hours playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So you can kind of see why the past week I've been like, let's play it as much as possible, even though I took a break the past couple of days. But yeah, we're about to go get into that now. If I have dinner, we may have dinner here. I may have to eat it and then come back. But, yeah, I need to play it. I need to play it more. I almost need to play it when you're not around. 5 days before your birthday. My God, just put it on your list, Zag. We can play together. We'll play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe together. Do you see that one? Look at that. We all need to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe together. Because that's the shit. Look at that. Snap. Oh, it's going to buffer. We've got battle mode now, which the last game really didn't have. Watch this. Hopping over barriers. Damn. We got the ghost back. Uh-oh. The inclusion of the Inklings. Oh, buffer! We're not even on HD. I must have poor internet this evening. Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? They're in the squids. I know we're not on high. Well, it'd be more impressive if it didn't pause every 5 seconds. But it's a fantastic game, and this is an even better version of it. It's got Link in it, even. And Rainbow Road from Nintendo 64. That's coming out in summer. We all need to get these systems so we can play these together and we can stream them. Stream them. You guys would be watching the stream, and you wouldn't even just be watching. You'd be participating. You'll be in the stream. Oh, it'll be so amazing. Come on, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Suffer some buffer. Triforce. It's so good. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs, check what's up, come back. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE. Hashtag FE. Is it a hashtag or is it like a musical note thing? Oh, yeah. Everyone hated Rainbow Road, though. That was the hardest track in all the games. And now there's 3. There's 3 different Rainbow Roads in Mario Kart 8. There's a new one, the remake of the Nintendo 64 one, and I think a remake of a Super Nintendo one. So much Rainbow Roads. Anyways, going downstairs, seeing what dinner is about, coming back. TKM FE. TK. No, that's okay. TMS FE. There we go. I'm dumb. And I'm done and I'm dumb. I'll be back. See ya.